Hello, this is Tim Bryce with the National Weather Service in El Paso. This is a special weather briefing for the potential of heavy rains and flash flooding across western New Mexico today and tonight. This recording was made Monday morning at about 7 a.m. Well, what are the impacts we're looking for? Like I mentioned, we are expecting heavy rain and the possibility of flash flooding for areas mainly west of the Rio Grande today and tonight. With all that rainfall that we're expecting, we're also expecting some rises on the Gila River, and we could see another round of rain or even heavy rain Tuesday night. The Weather Prediction Center has outlined an area there in green that they're expecting a slight risk of flash flooding, and that includes a large area of western New Mexico. The area outlined in blue is expecting a moderate risk of flash flooding. You can see most of that area is in Arizona, but it does clip a little part of western New Mexico, including areas like Buckhorn and down towards Cliff and Gila. What's prompting all this? Well, we're expecting a lot of rainfall to move across the area today and tonight, and that's associated with a tropical depression that's moving ashore in the Gulf of California this morning. As you can see, the heaviest rainfall is expected to be in Arizona, where they're expecting about 2 inches of rain by Tuesday morning. As you head further to the east, you can see that the rainfalls drop off, but they're still significant with over 1.5 inches of rain around Buckhorn and 1 inch of rain near Lordsburg. As you get east of the river, you can see even less rain, 1/4 to 1/10 of an inch for places like Alamogordo and El Paso. So because we are expecting all of this rain, we have issued a flash flood watch that includes the counties of Grant, Hidalgo, Luna, Sierra, and the northern part of Doña Ana County for today through Tuesday morning. Looking real quickly at the weather map, I want to point out 2 features to you. First, in the Gulf of California, you can see the tropical depression as it's getting ready to move ashore this morning. Out in the Pacific Ocean, you can see an upper level low, which will be our weather maker late on Tuesday. The tropical depression down there in the Gulf of California is what's bringing up all of this moisture out of Mexico. By this evening, you can see the tropical depression is just south of Tucson, and it has now spread widespread showers and thunderstorms across all of our area, with heavy rain possible in the western part of New Mexico. Also see that the upper level low in the Pacific is now trying to sneak in behind the tropical depression. By Tuesday morning, what's left of the tropical depression is moving into northern Arizona, and it's pulled up all the moisture out of our area, so we should see a kind of a break in the heavy rainfall. But you can see that upper level low now moving towards the coast of Southern California. And finally, by Tuesday evening, you can begin to see that we're going to have the influence of that upper level low is going to start to pull up moisture out of Mexico, and we could see another round of rain or even heavy rain. Depends on the exact track of that system. The further west or further east and south it goes, it's going to be able to grab more moisture and bring it into our area. Right now, the models are leaning more towards just moderate rain, not really heavy, but it is something that we need to keep an eye on. Like I mentioned in the uncertainties for today, if we get a lot of clouds, we'll get less rain out west. And what is the exact track of that tropical low? If it goes a little further east, that band of heavier rain that's currently forecasted for Arizona could shift into western New Mexico. So that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. And like I mentioned, the strength and track of that secondary low will determine whether we see just moderate to light rain on Tuesday night, or will we see another round of heavy rain on Tuesday night. Current watches and warnings that are in effect. No warnings, of course, in effect. And like I mentioned, there's a flash flood watch for Hidalgo, Luna, Grant, Sierra, and northern Doña Ana counties for today through tomorrow morning. We could see some possible flash flood warnings later today and tonight. And in a worst case scenario, we might see a river flood warning for the Gila River as all that water makes its way into the river. So once again, real quickly, the summary of the impacts. Heavy rain possible with flash flooding also possible west of the Rio Grande today, tonight. Flooding of low water crossings, arroyos, and flood-prone areas will be possible. Like I said, we could see some rises on the Gila River, and we could see another round of rain or even heavy rain possible Tuesday night. So thank you for joining me for this weather information. Be sure to keep an eye on the latest forecasts. You can find those on our webpage And you can always follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So thank you very much and have a good day.